Stevie, I imagine you're probably a little bit disappointed with that tonight result and performance.
I've just looked at the stats. They're just incredible. I can't believe we've not won the game. They've had 2 shots on target, and I think we've had something like 9. I think we've had 18 shots in total. They've had 4, and we've had about 9 corners, and I think they've had 2. But as I've said to them in their stats, don't win games. Do you know? And with the first 25 minutes, we should have been out of sight. We should have been out of sight the first 25 minutes. Some of our play going forward is excellent. What we're doing in terms of the front end of the pitch is really, really good. But we've gave them 2 goals tonight. The 2 goals we've conceded are too easy. We're too easy to score against, and it just tells you everything. You know, they've had an opportunity to go up the park twice when we're in top against a run of play and score, and then that makes it difficult because you might have half time 2-1 down. You've then got to start chasing the game. I don't see a lot wrong with James Hilton's goal. None of their players claimed at all. But then we keep going again, we get the second one, and we just, it was just one of the nights. We just couldn't get that third goal. But in terms of going forward, I'm happy. In terms of defensively, no, I'm not happy. I'm not. We're too easy to score against tonight with the 2 goals, and that's not good enough.
There was a 15-minute spell towards the end of the first half where we looked quite shaky. They put us under a bit of pressure.
And we've got to react better to losing a goal, Sean. We're going to lose goals this year. Do you know, we're 25 minutes, half an hour, and we're so far in front in terms of our chances, and then all of a sudden we score. Brilliant. Darryl Duffy's got one at the back post where he's angry with Shelley's no scored. That goes in, but then they go up the pitch. If that goes in, it's a different game. But then they go up the pitch and score, and that spooks us. That spooks us because we've been so far in front in the game. But we've got to deal with that period better. We've got to deal with that period better, and I've told them that in there. In terms of where we are just now, where we look as if we're going to create and score in every game, but we've got to keep that back door shut, and that's the disappointing thing for me tonight. Is a team has had 2 chances against us and scored, and that's, if they had 8-9 chances, then I'd take my medicine. But with 2 chances, that's not good enough.
That's obviously something that you need to learn from, though, and get the guys to switch on the concentration and prevent that from happening.
Well, I've told them that. Listen, as I said earlier, stats don't win games, and we've got to make sure that we learn from this mistake. We learn for Saturday. On Saturday, we're so far in front, we should probably be more than a goal up. If you don't take your chances and it's all 1 goal in the game, there's always a chance that any team can hurt you. And that's what Albion Rovers did tonight. They went in for it ahead of us, and we had a different conversation at half time, which I thought was different from what I might have had. And then we've had to come out and chase the game. And to be fair, we've chased it well, and we've got back in the game. I always felt we would get back in the game because we had so much pressure in terms of the game itself. But the 2 goals we've lost tonight, I'm just so disappointed.
You had to make an unexpected change at half time. I think Ayrton Sonker's picked up some sort of slight knock.
He's picked up a slight knock, yeah. So listen, that is what it is. I mean, that was nothing to do with it tonight. Ayrton was, just struggling a wee bit with inside his quad. So the physio said straight away that he needs to come off. So we made that decision. But Scouse comes on in the second half. He's fine. We know that Adam Cummins.
So moving then forward, we start the league campaign on Saturday against Albion back here at Stair Park, which I think we all know is the bread and butter for any football club. Thoughts and expectations looking forward to that?
Listen, it's no change. My expectations in this squad is no changed. I've told them that. I think we can be in the top end of this division this season, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, we've played 2 League 2 clubs in the last 2 games, and we have been, if you look at the stats, we've been miles in front in terms of what we've done. But ultimately, we need to make sure we keep that back door shut, because we're going to score goals. There's no doubt about that. We're going to create chances. There's no doubt about that. But we've got, at the same time, we've got to make sure that we deal with the horrible periods that any team is going to have against us, and we've got to be stronger on that. And there's still a partnerships developing. Sonker and Devitt. And I mean, Saturday's starting 11 was 9 new signings. It was only Andy Stilling and Scott Robertson.
But I wish you could afford Andy Robertson.
I would. So listen, we're not getting carried away in terms of the result tonight. But we know we need to learn for that tonight in terms of without the ball. We need to learn for it. I don't want them to change anything with the ball, because the last 2 games with the ball we've been very, very good and created numerous chances. The only thing I would like to see is taking 1 or 2 more, just to make it a wee bit easier for us.
I think you just say a second goal in that period, the first half hour, would have made it a very different.
I think everybody knows that. If we get the second goal, the game's different. But how many times does managers say that? That's a common cliche. If you get that second goal, the game's different. You've got to get that second goal, and that's Saturday and tonight we've no got that second goal. But you've got to believe that if we keep creating chances like that, you know, we'll score goals and we'll score more goals this year. But ultimately we've got to make sure that we're not easy to score against. And tonight I felt Saturday was a wee bit different. You know, it was a set piece, and you know that's going to happen from time to time. But I thought the 2 goals tonight were poor to lose. I thought they were poor.
Thanks so much, Steve. I think the groundsman's trying to drop us a couple of hints.
I think he has,
behind you there. All the best. Brian, welcome back to Stair Park. Firstly, it's good to see you down here again and back in the game with Albion Rovers. I trust that you took an awful lot of positives out of that game tonight.
Yeah, it was. We knew. I mean, obviously, being down here, I know it's never an easy place to come. It was a tough game, and it started that way. The first 15 minutes, I thought Stranraer were very much on top, and we took a wee bit of time to get a grip of it. And we lost a goal for a set piece, which we were disappointed, you know. And I thought we were in for a long night. But as the game kind of gradually go on, we started taking it back into the game, and then we were in half time 2-1 up. So I was pleased, obviously, with the response, because I say you could fold under the early pressure we had, but. As I say, a really young team we're going. I think our average age tonight was 20, so it shows how young a team we are. But I know one thing about them: they're brave, and it doesn't really faze them that much, you know. And I always felt that if we could get ourselves back into it, which we did, it would all go well, and it did. And we're a bit disappointed to lose the goal we did second half. But as I say, overall, it was a decent game.
I thought you had a very good spell towards the end of the first half, and you deserved to go into the break in front, and a decent spell towards the end of the game. So. Yeah. A lot of teenagers out there. We noticed that on commentary, and but they gave you everything they had. They fought hard, worked hard for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're a good bunch of boys. I say we obviously at Albion Rovers we knew the sort of budget and stuff what we had to go for. Young boys who maybe have got a wee bit of ambition to come back and bounce back. Maybe they've been let go from their senior clubs, and we always felt that was the way to go with the restraints and stuff. But as I say, we've got a good bunch of boys in here who always want to learn, and they want to work hard for you, and they did that tonight, so there's no fault in that, you know. So and then when it goes to penalties, it's a bit of lorry after that. I thought I was going to be here for the night. I thought I was going to have to book into the hotel along the road, but at least I know my team's capable of taking penalties.
You've certainly got
a few penalty takers anyway, so and like Stranraer the same, obviously. So, but no, I mean, I suppose it's always a funny way to finish a game, but it's the best thing in the night in the competition, because obviously we've got to prepare now for Saturday. So no, it was an entertaining game, a decent game for both, and a lot of things.
I'm going to say that a nice bit of momentum for you to take into the league programme starting on Saturday.
Yeah, as I said, because I mean, obviously I made the players aware. Stranraer's never an easy place to go, and you've got a decent experienced team down here. So for our young boys to come down here and hold their own and get the draw and then win the game in penalties is good. As you say, it gives them a wee bit of confidence to go into the game on Saturday, and hopefully we can get a good start in the league as well.